Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll show you how to set up the EHEIM Experience 250 external filter from start to finish. This filter is a real workhorse, durable, quiet and built to last. I've used EHEIM products and filters for about 20 years now and they never let me down. We'll go step by step through the full setup from unboxing, preparing the filter media, connecting the hoses, all the way to the moment the water starts flowing. Alright, let's start with what's in the box. The first thing you'll see is this white filter fleece, followed by the EHEIM Substrat biological filter medium. Then we have the tubing and the connectors, the suction pipe, nozzle pipe, hose adapter and the suction baskets. And finally, the heart of it all, the filter container and the top part of the filter head. Right away you can tell this is premium quality. Solid plastics, smooth finishes and everything fits perfectly. That's classic EHEIM engineering. Next, let's open the filter. First of all, you start by unlocking all 4 fastening clips on the sides. Push them upwards and then use the recessed grips to lift off the top part of the filter. Inside, you can now remove the white filter fleece and all of the filter inserts. And here's a tip, the filter inserts have a retractable handle, so just pull this handle to make the removal easier. Now it's time to prepare the filter media. For that, you can take the upper filter insert and fill it with the EHEIM Substrat biological filter medium, all the way to the brim. But don't overfill it. You don't want to block the central pipe penetration later on. Next, you can flush the filter medium under running water until it runs clear. Also, pro tip here, if you want to boost your cycle, here's a pro tip. Rinse it in cycled aquarium water instead of tap water. That way, you'll already introduce beneficial bacteria right from the start. Now, let's put everything back together. Start with the lower filter insert, the one that has the blue filter mats, and push it firmly all the way to the filter container. Then, add the upper filter insert with the Substrat medium and press it down gently as well. Last but not least, place the white filter fleece on top. Now, you should make sure that the pipe openings of all inserts and the fleece are aligned one above the other. This way the water can flow smoothly later on. The fleece shouldn't be tucked under the upper bracket and all the handles are retracted. This is very important, otherwise you cannot close the filter later on. Everything should now sit flush and even. And finally, you can fill up the container with water all the way to the rim. And if you have some cycled tank water, use that. This is another pro tip. You can even add a bit of malm or fish poo. It's like a bacterial energy drink for your filter and will kickstart your bacteria colony. Let's move on to the hoses. Push both hose ends as far as they'll go down into the matching hose connectors on the hose adapter. If the hoses are stiff, place them in warm water or use a hairdryer to soften them up. Just don't tell your wife you use their hairdryer, otherwise they will freak out. Once both hoses are attached, cut the hose into 2 pieces. One for the inlet and one for the outlet. Also, cut off a small 2 cm piece of hose that's roughly 0.8 inches and put that to the side for another step later. Now we'll connect the suction and nozzle pipes. Take the U-shaped green connection piece and connect it to the suction basket. Mount the suction basket to the suction pipe. Do the same for the nozzle pipe, which returns the water back into the tank. You can again use a bit of warm water or your trusty hairdryer to make the connections easier. And now it's time to close the filter, or the canister rather. Place the top part of the filter back on the filled container and make sure the pipe nozzle at the bottom fits into the pipe guide of the filter inserts. And now push down the fastening clips diagonally, not on one side at a time. This makes it close very smoothly. Secure all 4 clips firmly. You will notice that here a lot of water will squirt out of the filter. This is completely normal and actually intended for most external filters as far as I know. This makes sure that the filter is really filled up onto the rim and there's no air trapped inside the filter. If there was air trapped inside the filter, this could hurt the filter later on. So make sure that water actually squirts out of the filter. And then you should ideally put a towel under your filter, otherwise it will create a mess in your flat. And now you're almost done. Now we'll finish up the pipes and fire it up. So to do that, you seal the nozzle pipe with the plug that is also delivered by EHEIM. Then you use the small hose piece you cut out earlier to connect the outlet band and the nozzle pipe. Attach the suction cups and the clamping brackets, and now you can mount the 2 suction cups to both suction pipe and the nozzle pipe to secure them to the glass. And finally, the best part. You can plug in the filter into your power outlet, et voila! The water starts flowing. Let it run for a few minutes to remove any trapped air bubbles and you're done. That's it, your EHEIM Experience 250 is now up and running. In my experience, it's one of the most reliable canister filters you can get, and once it's set up properly, it'll keep your aquarium crystal clear for months or even years. If you found this guide helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more detailed aquarium tutorials and setup. And if you actually like the tank that you can see here in this video, please check it out on the video on the right hand side, or check out my ecosystem bowl video where I kept aquatic insects and scuds in my little ecosystem bowl. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one.